Hey guys, Epic Worlds PCG. Today's video I'm going to be doing the PCG Master's Guide to the MECH Strike, which is my first PCG I've ever made. Sorry if I sound a little different, I'm sick, so yeah. Okay, so if you're a player, do not watch this video because it'll basically be spoiling the whole adventure. But if you're going to be the PCG Master, then definitely watch this video. So your player will choose their character and then their one weapon and one attachment, and then you're ready to go. So I have like character cutouts for all the characters in the game. So when I put it on the PCG shop, you can use that too. I'll just put that there. But yeah, so the first page, there isn't a lot that your player could really do. They can hide behind a tree and dodge, but the mech that you control can't go over the water. So basically, they can either shoot it with a bow from over there, or they can just like go over the stepping stones and attack it from there. So yeah, not much going on that page. This page, a lot of things can happen. So first off, there's a mech there. If they want to take control of the turret, they have to kill that mech, and then they could use the turret to kill that mech up there. The mech, like let's say they don't kill the mech with that turret, the mech can see like this far, so he can't shoot all the way over here, but he can shoot like kind of by the wall. If they want to get past this laser beam, they would have to first deactivate the security camera, and then if they don't, then more mechs come, or you can do whatever you want. You're the PCG master, so you can like make this game however you want it to be. You don't even have to use the dice mechanic. It's up to you. But yeah, once they deactivate the laser beam, they can go past. They can climb up the wall, like using a rope or a ladder, or prop up that log or something. But yeah. Next room, you're trying to get the mech ring, and basically all you need to know is that if your player goes past this security camera and they didn't deactivate it, then that robot will unleash. If they like chop it off with an axe and go past it, that robot won't unleash, and that robot's just gonna attack them. Next, if they go in the ventilation shaft, it's the same thing as getting the ring, because once your player tries to like get the ring, they'll fall down into the same ventilation shaft. But what I usually do is if your player's trying to grab the ring, I just said roll a 1d6, and if it's a 5 or 6, they get it. But yeah, if they don't, then it just gets taken away from them, but they still fall down into the ventilation shaft. Now, all your player can see is down to here. They can't see this room where this guy is operating these swinging axes. So the first thing they got to do is get past this laser beam. Basically, there's a plus button and a minus button. There's kind of a hint here in the architecture that it's a plus, but if they happen to press minus, they lose 1 HP. Once they get past that, it comes to the swinging axes. They could do one of many things. They could jump over the axes, but risk of getting chopped. They could slide under, but there's a bigger risk. So like, let's say they want to say, oh, I want to slide under that axe. I would say that you have to roll a 4 or higher. So yeah, they can like if they see those wires there, they can pull the wires and that like explodes that guy in that room and the axes shut off. But that's pretty advanced. Next, they're into this mission. They would have to jump across the things to get to the end of the room, because all this stuff is lava, and you as the PCG master control this guy, and you can make the like lava rise, or you can throw rocks at the players. But if they step on this one, as you can tell, it's kind of crumbly, so they would fall into the lava, but if they step on that one, they're fine. And then if they want to attack that guy, they can either jump on him and punch him off, or they can just like throw an axe and chop off one of his things that's keeping him afloat. He doesn't drop any loot except like a key if you want to make it have a key rule, but usually I don't. Then the boss fight. Now this is where it gets kind of challenging. Most players don't kill this guy just because it's kind of hard, but you can make it easier or tougher. It's basically, if your player is controlling like a miniature and they say, oh, I want to move over here, if you notice there's a hole of lava right there, so they would fall in, and same with that one. But they would have to fight the mech first, and then they would get to this like puzzle thing. So they would have to find out that you have to put an item in there to balance out, because right now it's lopsided. So if they put like let's say their axe in there, then it would balance out and the door would open, and they could like gain like 1 HP, because that's like what happens. And then if you notice, there's a computer right there, but that doesn't really do anything, unless you want to make it do something, but it's kind of just for aesthetic right there. There's a spike trap, so if your like player wants to say, oh, I want to go over there, they could get spiked. And then the boss fight, of course. If they kill him, then he gives like pretty good loot. But yeah, he's pretty tough to defeat. So if you're playing with 3 players, it would be much easier to defeat him, but just 1, you would really need to use a lot of like lucky dice rolls. But yeah, so for this one, they basically have to pull a lever to open that door. This one looks like a skull, and this one looks like a normal one, so obviously the one with the skull wouldn't be good. And then this guy is a friendly guy. He's not like a one to kill them or anything. And then they would have to find out that to get on the ship, or to, like, leave, they would have to like detach this from the ship, and then they can leave to the next mission. So yeah, that was just a really, really quick PCG Master's Guide, and I hope you guys have a lot of fun playing this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.